Okay, all right. I don't care what is going on with this petty. You have the olive branch.
Yandy, there's nothing petty. I don't want to olive branch.
Okay.
If you want to be my friend, I want the whole tree. And until you own that I said to you, and until you acknowledge the type of friend I need, I'm good. We don't need.
I just got the keys to my first house. God is good. Trust the process, you know what I'm saying? Like, this time, a couple years ago, I was renting a room at an Airbnb in somebody else's crib. Now, hard work, prayer, dedication, not taking no for an answer. Now, I can't even touch the ceilings. Sky's still the limit though. Don't give up, don't stop working. Keep going after everything you want in life. I got a big ass backyard. I got more space than I need. Straight! It's Christmas Eve.
I love the way you love me and kiss me and hold me in your arms. Lets me know we're crazy. Don't get for your leg.
What's going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning in to my channel. It's your girl Nesha back with another video. So today's video is my review of Love and Hip Hop New York season 9 episode 5. Okay, this one is called Gwinners and Losers. So y'all know last week I didn't do a review of Love and Hip Hop. I was, you know, having some little minor complications from my wisdom tooth removal, but I feel so much better now. But I do want to shout out all of the people that gave me get well soon wishes and that sent much love towards me. I really appreciate you guys. So I'm back. I feel better. I'm rejuvenated, honey. I'm just ready to get in here now. All right, y'all. So we're at Joe and Sin's house, right? And so Joe is frustrated because why the hell do I gotta go out, make the bacon, buy the bacon, then come back and cook the bacon? Well, what the hell they do that at? You know what I mean? You are supposed to be doing your wifely duties. You're not doing that. I'm having to go around this house picking up your wigs, your clothes, and it's all scattered everywhere. And I'm a little bit frustrated. He actually did a video. I think he posted it somewhere on maybe Instagram. I don't know. But he did a video where he's walking around and he's showing all of her stuff in one corner. And it embarrassed her. It embarrassed that ass. But it's okay because she should have been doing what the hell she was supposed to do as a freaking mother and as his girlfriend. So you ain't his wife, as his girlfriend. You can at least keep the house clean for him. That's it. That's all the man asked for. He go out doing everything else. You know what I mean? So anyway, so that's that. That's what he's doing. He busy, but her sisters are there, her baby sisters. And one of her sisters showed the ring or whatever. She got a promise ring from her dude. And then Sam's like, yo, I wish I could get a ring. Like, what a girl got to do to get a ring? He hasn't even tried to wife this up yet. Like, what's good? And so she's like, basically, everything instead of first come love, then come marriage, then come the baby carriage. Instead of that, she said it's all backwards for her. And she just doesn't understand it. Then Joe walks up and he basically tells her, you know what I mean? Just do what you're supposed to do. Y'all not gonna rush me into trying to marry her, but when I'm ready, I'll do that. You know what I mean? So that's all that happens there. DJ Self, Safaree, and Joe Budden, they're somewhere at some park or some child. And they're there, they're talking about why the hell Joe's trying to understand why he has become the Papa Budden Why is it every time he sees Safaree, he's having to kindly redirect him into a better route? Like, why are you doing things that's not conducive to what you're trying to do in your music business? You're actually trying to sabotage yourself instead of trying to bring yourself up. You need to chill, dude. Like, what the hell? How you go beef with the biggest female rapper in the freaking world? Why does that even make sense to you? And how the hell you get wrapped up in a DJ stuff? Like what's good with you? And then I heard Mariah was in it. Y'all done ganged up on Nicki Minaj, and so, you know, her name ring bells, and I guess this is a part of his storyline. So he explains, he's like, look, she did what she did. She came for me, then I sent back, and I had to defend myself. He ends up telling about how she stabbed him, and he covered it up, made it look like it was something else that happened. And then she said that she had paid for his hairline. Then she also said he stole credit cards. I think she even hinted to prostitution and stuff like that. Like, Nicki Minaj was on this freaking rampage, okay? She was on this rampage. Then she went for DJ Self because allegedly he asked for a drop and a hug, and she denied both. But then he says, yo, I wasn't even the one that asked for that. And then she says, well, you trying to big up Cardi, but then all of a sudden you were just talking about Cardi to me. He's denying any of that ever happened. So I don't know what could be true. And this was all around the time that she was getting ready to release Queen, her album, or it was during the week of. I think she was either getting ready, it was the promotion or whatever. Y'all, it was a lot. And then Mariah popped in because Mariah Lynn trying to defend DJ Self, but I didn't even understand that, but it had nothing to do with you. Joe Budden does not understand why Safaree keeps getting himself in these situations, but Safaree's like, yo, you know, she came for me, I gotta defend myself. And not only that, Joe Budden kept saying, don't do that because they're going to blackball you. Like, yeah, I get out and I shoot the shit and I talk about a lot of these celebrities, but it literally stops my bag in a sense. Like, it not completely because I'm doing good, but it has blackballed me. It has stopped sponsorships. It's messing with my money. Like, I'm telling you, it's not the best way to go. Yeah, I'm that person and I'm just going to always speak my mind, but I'm letting you know it may not be the route you want to take. And I respect Joe for saying that. Yeah, look at my life and just know that I could be further if I wasn't talking crap about these celebrities or whatever. And then Safaree has to remind him, yo, you got on because of your response to the Migos, which I really didn't get into that, so I can't tell you the back history behind that. But I just respect the fact that Joe is like, look, youngin, don't go down the route that I had to take. If you can, take the better route. All right, guys, so now we're at some boxing gym with Kimbella and Juju. And Kimbella is beating the hell out of the damn boxing bag. She got a lot of stress built up inside of her, and she needs to release it. And then she tells Juju about the plea that he took, and just saying that, you know, we don't know for sure what the time is that he's going to get, but this is what we're looking at. And then she gets to telling her about how she's just a little bit frustrated with him, and she talks about how she told him that he needs to take ownership of where he is in his life, how he basically be so much further in more of a positive light than where he is now. And then she's just talking all this stuff. And then Juju, now let me tell you something. Like I said, I watched last week's show, but I did not do any commentary on it. Now, what pissed me off is the fact that you're going to sit here and tell this man all of these things that he should have, could have, would have did, and he would not have been where he is now. I don't like when you do that, because it's like, how is that helping us right now? And she literally last week, I wanted to just, I don't care, mouth hurt and all, I wanted to get up here and say, look, Kimbella, that is not the time and place for you to be acting or trying to prove a point to anybody. It's not the time. I'm like, literally, his life is in the hands of another man right now. He knows he done messed up. He knows, he's told you several times, yeah, I could have done better. Now, for you to keep bringing this up and saying, well, you need to take ownership, I get it, but you can't force that reaction or that response out of him. You can't force that out of him. He has to accept it himself and then step into it, look at the man in the mirror and be like, look, yeah, I did mess up. I could do some things differently. But for you to literally bring him to the point and then be like, you know what, maybe we shouldn't even be together anymore. Maybe what are we even doing? I felt like that was messed up. But again, I can't get too caught up in that part of the storyline because he recently proposed to her and she said yes. So, but I'm just gonna say, like, it just made me mad. But Juju saw it the same way I did. Because Juju was like, look, yeah, that's the real, but could you try not to be so honest with him right now? Like, do you really think this is a time for you to be telling him about what he should and could have done? And I'm like, yeah, girl, thank you, boo. But I will tell y'all that he has been sentenced to 27 months. I don't know when his time starts, but he is signed. And that's what's going to happen. So he's going to be away from his family for a little over 2 years. And so that's where they are now. And Juju reminded her, though, not knowing this information, that you may need to fix your relationship definitely with Juelz, but also with Yandy, because y'all need each other. So we're at this spa place with Mariah Lynn, Nia Lee, and Sin. Mariah Lynn tells us that she's been working extra hard. She has this new single coming out, and it's gonna be a party for it. She talks about the stuff that's happening with Nicki Minaj, how she responded, and literally, y'all, I still feel like she was out of line for responding on DJ Self's behalf. I mean, he is his own man. Yeah, I get you trying to say that he helped a lot of people or whatever. Who have you helped, Nicki? But my thing is, it still ain't your place, boo. That's not your fight. You should have just left that alone. It had nothing to do with you, and her barbs wouldn't have come for you because they were calling, blowing you up. They were texting you, telling you all types of vicious threats and stuff like that. But you signed up for that. Why? Why did you? Because you put your opinion where it did not belong. All right, so now she opens up and tells us that, you know, she feels like she's not being taken seriously. Why does she have to fight so hard? She feels like DJ Self is like a brother to her, but he has not been taking her, he hasn't been looking out for her, putting her in the best situations for her talent. And she also talks about when she was jumped in a nightclub and when 8 girls jumped her and how she was cut 36 stitches from her neck down to the top of her breast. And she just is crying and she's upset. And I feel bad for her. But I also I'm not too sure just yet. Because a part of me feels bad for her, but then another part of me is like, girl, it seems to me like you're trying to put all your love and trust and you're trying to put all the work onto someone else. You keep saying DJ Self this, DJ Self that, DJ Self that. Hell, I don't know. I just feel like you need to get out there and make it happen by yourself. You can't be leaning towards your success is based off of what someone else can do for you or what doors someone else can open. Yeah, it does. You know, there's that saying, you know, it's who you know. But girl, you need to network. Get out there and find some different people because you just can't be, I just keep hearing DJ Self. Now, I don't know if he's just that nigga, but I'm just saying, like, it just seems like you're desperate for him, for it to come from him. And I just don't even understand it. And then you got Sin. She's still talking about how she ain't getting none. Then she's talking about how her rapping, or not rapping, what she do, sing? I think she sings. But anyway, she's trying to get out there and Joe doesn't really want to write for her because he keeps telling her that he's retired and she needs to put forth the effort. Again, this is another person where I'm like, look, you want him to write for you, girl. You at home with the baby. You ain't even cleaning up. Well, how about you write for yourself? How about that? How about you try that first before you get to getting on Joe about what he's not doing for you? Okay, I just didn't understand that. Then we talk about this video that he had made on, I think it was Instagram, about her basically being dirty and lazy or whatever. And she didn't sit too well with her, but he publicly embarrassed you because of the way. Now, I felt like, I was like, damn, Joe, for real? You had to do the girl like that? But he publicly humiliated you. Yes, I believe that it should have stayed in the house, but he did that because you're lazy and he wouldn't have shit to put out there if you didn't take care of yourself. So that's just how I feel about that. Now we're at Jonathan's house with his sister Jasmine, and this is the anniversary of his dad's death. I really don't like saying anniversary because I guess in my mind anniversary is like a positive thing, but then of someone's death, it's like that's a very sad moment. But then I guess once you cross over, it really is a positive thing. So I don't know, y'all. I just feel weird when you say anniversary of the death. But anyway, so his dad died when he was 8 years old, and he is the only one that really understood Jonathan and that had his back. He just feel like when his dad died, he didn't have that anymore. Jonathan's sister Jasmine agrees with him, and then he said, you know, and then I started turning to anxiety pills and alcohol together, which is a no-no, but I turned to that to kind of express myself and my pain or whatever, and it's just not working for me. And then she says, basically, you know, you need to let it go. He says, yes, I'm gonna let it go, and this is a day that I'm gonna let it go. And she says, I'm gonna hold you to that. Sin and Joe go out. Now, I don't know whether this was their lunch or dinner, but they go out to have a romantic time away together. And you know, this is one of the rare days that he takes off from work in order to do this. So she appreciates him, but she also wants to pick a bone with him because of the video that has circulated, and she's wondering, why the hell did you basically expose me and how I am in the house? Like, I don't appreciate that. But we start off with this singing, I don't know, her music career. Okay, we start off there. Then she starts talking about her music and how, you know, she wants to be taken serious. He's like, okay, yeah, do the work, you know what I mean? You know, do what you gotta do, get in that mode, show me something, okay? Then we get to talking about, well, you know, I didn't feel like it was cute for you to put out there about the video with all the stuff everywhere. And he says, okay, if you're embarrassed, clean up. Just straight like that. You know what I mean? If you have a problem with it, do something about it. He also tells her, you know, I keep telling you we need to get a nanny, because if you can't handle it, you keep saying that you're busy and you're this and you're that, then you need to get a nanny. Then she said, well, I don't know how to do that. I don't know where to learn, what to look and do all this. I'm like, girl, I'm sure you know some people with kids. I'm sure you know how to use Google. I'm sure you know how to look up reviews. You got the bag. I'm sure you can go find some, you bump shoulders with a lot of celebrities. I'm very sure they can help you into guiding you to the right person or the right agency in order to find you a good, decent nanny that you can trust. So don't come pulling that on me. And I think Joe calls bull crap when he sees it. Okay? So I appreciate that, girl. You can find a nanny any damn where, and one that you can trust, because you're in a very, very privileged situation right now. And he reminds her of that. And he also tells her, you know, look, I'm out here, you know, providing for you and my baby. And she's like, don't say it like that, because when you say it like that, it makes it seem like I'm your child. I'm like, girl, what are you talking about? He is saying that as a man, and that is that immaturity kicking in. And I hate to say age difference, but it really is, you know, and you're allowing it to show. But again, you know, he has actually proposed to her recently. So I guess they didn't decide, they didn't figure something out, because he proposed and she said yes. But it's just unnecessary. Like, her complaints be so damn unnecessary to me. Yandy and Mendices, they're on the phone and they're talking. He says, look, I talked to Juelz. Juelz told me he took the plea. You know, this is a really critical moment right now. I need you to reach out to Kimbella, and I need you to fix it. Fix it, Yandy. You got to fix it, because they were there for us. We went through our thing, so at least you can do is be there for them. Or for her. Well, for them, you know, both, but mainly for her, because she's going to be on the outside. You know what I mean? And so she's like, look, I'm tired of reaching out. I've reached out to her and I've done this and I've done that, and she just wants to use me and all of this. And I'm thinking, y'all, it has to be something deeper than what I can see, because from what I can see, I don't even understand. Based off of my point of view, I feel like Yandy seems to be the person that keeps reaching out and keeps trying to make it work with Kimbella for a greater purpose. And then Kimbella keeps turning her head and acting like this spoiled brat. That's just what I'm getting. But I don't know. I could be very, very, very wrong. But anyway, that's how they end the call. Just try to make it work. All right. So now we're at Mariah Lynn's song release. Okay. And yeah, seeing there, Safaree, Jack, Nia Lee. So after her performance, Safaree and Jack, the three of them, they're standing around, and Jack, when he walks up, Safaree's just like, look, I can't even be fake right now. Basically, last time I saw you, you didn't confirm or deny whether you said what your ex said you said. And basically what it was, his ex, which is Jacque's ex, which is what's the girl name? Some type of pepper. Cayenne. Yep, Cayenne. So basically Cayenne told Safaree that Jacque said Safaree basically was doing insurance fraud. The robbery was all set up. That's why he got his jewelry back and everything. And that's what was said. And so Safaree basically saying it did not happen. Jacque didn't confirm or deny last week. He just basically said, I don't feel like I need to tell him that it didn't happen, because as my dude, he should know that it didn't happen. But no, I would need an explanation. Did you say it or did you not say it? Because I don't understand why a female would just come up and tell that lie. Although there are people that do it, but I feel like if you know that we are here, then you would tell me, like, look, you know damn well I ain't saying no shit like that. You know what I mean? I just feel like that. But anyway, finally Jacque said, look, I didn't say that. It didn't happen. Safaree looked like, you know, it was hard these last days trying to act hard with you, man. You know what I mean? We good, so that they good. And I think that's all that happens right there that I can think of. So then we go over to Sin, Nia Lee, and DJ Self. And basically, DJ Self sits down, just say hey to everybody, congratulates them on their babies. And then Nia Lee is like, look, yeah, besides babies, I got something else to talk about. And basically all she wanted to talk about was the fact that he ain't been taking her seriously. He hasn't been putting her in the rooms at the tables with the people that she need to be at tables with in order to get successful. Apparently there was a song that she reached out to him and told him, hey, can me and this other artist get on the song? He never responded. DJ Self response to that is, look, you're going to forever be hurt if you're really hanging on to the fact that I did not reach back out to you. Then she says, but no, we're like brothers, like brother and sister, like you should have reached out to me. Then he gets in confessionals and he like, look, I don't know why she's talking about we should be brother and sister, because we're not even that close. And this is all crazy. Like, for real, you're trying to act like you're entitled here, and I'm not even liking that. So then we go back and forth a little bit, and we get to the point to where she starts crying and she walks off. So I feel like you getting upset with him because he's not doing it when you ultimately, you're the one that have to sell yourself. So why don't you do it yourself? Do it yourself. You are in a privileged era right now. You have YouTube, you got money somewhere, I'm sure, so you can go up there and do your own, get yourself on, is what I'm saying. There's so many independent artists doing their own damn thing. So for you to get upset with him, and then it tripped me out how you keep calling him brother, but then he keeps saying, I don't know you like that. So that's odd. I don't know how y'all got that mixed up. I don't know where that miscommunication came from. Like, that's odd. I've never had that to where a person thought, I thought I was closer to a person than that person thought I was. I don't think I've ever had that situation. But I said all of that to say, I just think she needs to get it together right now, because if she doesn't, she's going to be forever holding on, and she's going to become this bitter artist that's still trying to make it and never get there because you're so stuck on who can do what for you instead of you opening up those situations for yourself. The last scene that I'm going to talk about is Jonathan. He sent out this mass text to Sin, Kimbella, which I still don't even understand why the hell Sin is there. She keeps popping up. So I guess she's a support friend. But you got Sin, Kimbella, Yandy, Juju, and Jonathan. Of course, he's the one that sent out the text message. So we're all here, and he's basically wanting to tell them about his struggle with the anxiety pills and alcohol that he's been mixing together, how it's not healthy for him. He's saying that this is the reason why he's been acting like this. He apologizes to Juju for his behavior. He apologizes actually to all of the ladies. And he says that these are his real friends, and it's the ones that these are the friendships that he's trying to salvage. So he felt like it was necessary to go ahead and bring them all together. With Juju, Juju finally said, look, I don't care about no radio host show or whatever the hell it was. I really don't care. I'm not even thinking about it. I don't want it. Like, if this is what happens, I don't even want it. I don't want it, Jonathan. Like, we good. So they fix it. Then you got him and Kimbella walks in all late or whatever, and she still seemed like this big ass black cloud that comes in, and she's just like negative all the damn time. And I'm like, Kimbella, I just want to shake the hell out of her and say, girl, your boyfriend, or wait, is that, no, they're not married. Your boyfriend's getting ready to go. Your baby daddy's getting ready to go for 2+ years. And you are coming in here all, I don't have time for this because I have other things. I have other things I'm thinking about. Like, I don't really have time. I'm like, girl, you don't even know what the purpose of you here for yet. Just shut the hell up and let the boy talk. How about this? We just support each other and we do this, you know, because that's what we need. That's what friends are supposed to do. And then Juju says, well, while we're on the topic of supporting friends, how about y'all fix this? You and Yandy, how about we address the elephant in the room? And then Yandy was like, well, first of all, this elephant can speak for herself and she doesn't need permission on when to speak. And I'm like, first of all, Yandy, you walked in with a little chip on your shoulder, like you just wasn't here for the shit. You did not want to deal with Kimbella at this time. You just didn't want to deal with it. And I don't feel like Juju was giving permission. I felt like Juju was just saying, look, y'all need to address this. We over here having this kumbaya moment. Why can't we just have it and be genuine? Like, you tell her what your issue is, y'all fix it. Yandy brings Kimbella over to the side. They don't ever get anywhere. They didn't get anywhere this time. I thought sure they was gonna have a moment. They didn't even have a damn moment. It was just, there was this small pause to where I said, okay, Kimbella is getting it. When Yandy was like, look, I just want to be there for you. I don't care what else is going on. I know when things went left with Mendices and I needed to be on the floor, I was on your floor. I was like, damn, sis, you had on the floor? But then she was like, you know, I was on your floor. You was there for me. I just want to return the favor. Like, I'm extending this olive branch. I want to be there for you. She paused. And Kimbella was like, I don't want an olive branch. I want the whole tree. So if you can't be that type of friend that I need, then I don't need you at all. I'm like, you dumb. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. It's like you're forcing yourself to continue to be angry at her, and then Yandy is coming off as this person. Look, I'm getting tired of constantly having this female just shit on me, and I'm trying to be there for her. So finally, Yandy leaves, and she's like, look, bye. She even blew her a kiss, and she just still standing there all upset. I'm done with Kimbella at this point in time. I'm literally done. I hope that while her husband or her boyfriend is away, that she gets herself, she finds herself, she gets the healing that she needs. I really hope that he gets the healing that he needs. I hope that she's able to let go of whatever these demons are that's holding her back right now, because obviously it's not allowing her to be great. I hope she's able to be the best mother she can to those children, and that this don't rub off on them. And I'm not saying this to be the one to point the finger at her, because as I've always told y'all, there's things I can fix as well. But it's like, you are on national television doing this stupid shit. You know what I mean? Pull yourself together, sis. Alright guys, that's all I have for this video. Go ahead and get into the comments.